Brownsville, and Covington, Tennessee. You guys are all included in this. You guys got to be getting indoors and away from windows. There's a million people in the path. Check it. This is what the storm looked like as it came into Clarkston, Missouri. Now that is an ominous storm too. Wow. Holy smokes. Tierney sent us this from West Memphis and Arkansas earlier. These are some incredible photos of cloud to ground lightning, which we're seeing a lot of across Memphis right now. There's that big snow out there in Iron River. Photos of some damage out here in the Pines Bullfrog Marina. That was in Cass County, Texas. Thanks for sending that in, Titus. And then another shot of the snow out here, blizzard-like conditions in Sudbury. And we do have some flooding, flash flooding on eastbound I-70. This is out there in Warren County, Missouri. Thank you so much, Warrenton. And then this is a really insane view of the Piggott, Arkansas storm. So, guys, people are sending me photos right now on ryanhallyall.com/submit. If you want to send photos and videos, you can do that there, and we would greatly appreciate it. Only take photos and videos, though, if you can do so safely, right? Don't put yourself in danger to send in a photo or a video. But thank you guys so much for sending this stuff in. We'll check back in right here in a moment with the snow and the severe weather. Vienna. Interstate 24 between Pulleys Mill and Vienna. We got a tornado warning going on for 17 more minutes in Johnson County, Illinois. Stay sheltered. Let's go back down to Kentucky. Clinton, Kentucky, you guys are still under that warning. There's your rotation right here. Very concerning. Coming into the Waynes Corner and Halewell area. This is a very dangerous storm in Carlisle, Fulton, and Hickman counties. Take shelter now for at least the next 32 minutes, probably longer than that. I'm going to come back up here to this tornado warning for the Cairo area, or the Cairo area. Some places that have this spelling say Cairo, some say Cairo. Some are, it's disputed within the town that not even the people from the town know. I'm pretty sure this one's Cairo, though. I honestly don't know. But La Center and Kevel, you guys are next in line here with that rotation. It's moving out of the Cairo area right now, though. It's moving out of your area, and it's moving towards La Center, and this is pointed towards Paducah. If you've got family in Paducah, let them know that there's a strong storm coming. But, man, the most concerning place right now has got to be that rotation down here west of Clinton. I mean, that's a strong indication of a tornado trying to come together near Halewell. By the way, they went ahead and issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Paducah. Mayfield and Paducah are both under a tornado possible considerable severe thunderstorm warning now for 70-mile-per-hour winds. People in Paducah are experiencing high spirits. Prepared, not scared. I love to see it. Thank you guys for checking in on the WeatherWise app. We do have people in Paducah sharing their live phone streams right now with me. User in Paducah, your stream is sideways. It's crooked. And this other one is just completely dark. But thank you. Get indoors and away from windows. Once again, we do have that severe thunderstorm warning for Paducah. It's coming in. And then we have that area of rotation down here coming towards Clinton. We do have a user right in the path here. They say, we're in the basement with the pups. Not scared, but prepared. Thank you, Ryan and Andy. No problem. Thank you for tuning in. Hopefully everybody's all right. You're literally going to take the worst of this. So it might get loud for a second here, but just stay in that safe spot, and everybody's going to be all right, and we'll come out of this, and you'll be done. You'll be done for the night after this goes by, okay? Okay, here's our viewer in Paducah. Once again, this is somebody sharing their stream with me live in the WeatherWise app right now from Paducah. You can see some distant lightning there. It's a great shot. Thanks for sharing that with me. Hopefully, everybody fares well as the storm comes in. Okay, Y'allbot's saying that we got a lot of people asking for an update on Tennessee. Yes. Oh, by the way, another fascinating thing here. I mean, the check-ins are just perfectly in line with the cold front once again. You got everybody out in front of the storms here just checking in like crazy as soon as the storm's over. Everybody in Jonesboro's gone to sleep. Look at this. You can see in real time where everybody's watching. All right, let's go back up to Jasper County, Illinois, because there's an update up here. Tornado warning continues for 13 more minutes, but it's no longer including Dietrich. Okay? Somebody said, I just got woken up by my notifications for this tornado warning. Hopefully you're in your safe spot. Let's go back to Tennessee since we got so many people tuning in out there. I'll turn on the MRMS radar, just show you the full scale of the storm. Right now in Tennessee, we don't have any tornado warnings. We have several severe thunderstorm warnings, though. One of them, the farthest east one, is down here around Corinth, Mississippi. And we got a strong storm coming up towards the area near Raymer and Selmer. Okay, I know we got a lot of people in Selmer that often get, worried when there's storms around, obviously. But this one is not going to be the one that we have to worry about. If there's going to be one later, that might be the one that we worry about. But this one's going to be a severe storm. You're going to want to get indoors and away from windows, but the tornado threat's pretty small with it right now. So we're going to continue to watch this as it eventually goes up towards Savannah as well. I believe that Brett Adair is on that storm right now. And you can see the lightning from it. He's in Corinth right now. By the way, somebody in chat just said they got a y'all call from me. That's good to hear. I'm glad it's working. Oh, Brett's got the drone in the air. This is a live view from a drone out here in Corinth, Mississippi. This is the storm that's coming into Selmer, Alabama right now. It's got a lot of electric activity. On the southern side of it, we might have to watch out for tornadic stuff, but I don't think up there on the northern side, on the forward flank, I don't think that we've got anything to worry about as far as tornadoes go.
Pretty awesome show from the sky right here. Wow, what a shot.
If you're hearing tornado sirens right now in Metropolis, Illinois, or Wickliffe, Kentucky, you got to take them seriously. We have a massive Boeing squall line coming across the Mississippi and Ohio rivers right now, packing winds over 70 miles per hour.
It looks awesome from the air.
And we've got several areas of rain-wrapped rotation in there as well. Oh, Selmer, Tennessee. Did I say Alabama? Daggone it. Yeah, Selmer, Tennessee. That's where it's headed.
Yeah. There's some big old bolts that I've seen on there. Hey, check your back. It's pretty big bolts for it.
You know the storms are strong whenever you hear the storm chasers literally hooting and hollering.
Thicker than a sticker. Did you just say that?
In Mississippi. The lightning is crazy, though. All right, let's go check in on some more of these warnings here. Yeah, West Helena, you guys are getting hit hard right now, and it's moving out of there. Now we're concerned more about Hernando, Sledge, and Clarksdale. You guys are next in line for the tornado possible, 60-mile-per-hour wind, 1-inch hail, severe thunderstorm. Okay, let's go all the way down here to Liberty, Texas, where we do have some rotation on this storm coming out of the Cleveland area, moving into Roman Forest. So we got a strong storm coming into Texas now. This is north of Houston, where we've got a severe thunderstorm up there near Plum Grove. Plum Grove. How are we doing in Plum Grove? Yeah, Houston, you guys are going to get a storm tonight, but it doesn't look like it's going to be as bad as some of this other stuff. Plum Grove is going to get some hail, though. We got a 1-inch hail report just a few moments ago, just west of Plum Grove. Let's go up here to Kentucky, where we do have that continued tornado warning for Clinton. This is Carlisle, Fulton, and Hickman counties. We are looking at that rotation up here to the north and west of Clinton, and we are somewhat concerned about this, and we're encouraging everybody to take shelter. In Fancy Farm, we've got somebody out here saying prepared, not scared, thanks to Ryan and meteorologist Andy Hill. Tornado warning continues for 23 more minutes here. Let's check in with Brad Arnold.
I've got Holly Springs in my GPS. For you weather nuts out there that may know a lot about tornadoes, Holly Springs is an area that got hit by an EF4 tornado back, I believe, December 23rd, like 2019 or something like that. I can't remember the year. But it was right before Christmas. It was awful. Had a lot of fatalities. Hopefully we don't have anything like that tonight. I don't think we do, but hopefully we don't.
Clarksville, Tennessee. I see a lot of you guys checking in. You're under a tornado watch. Let me zoom out here, and I'll show you guys again what's going on. If you are anywhere in front of this line and you're not in a tornado warning, you are in a tornado watch, more than likely. And Clarksville, actually, I don't think that you're under the watch yet exactly, but it's about to come out. It's about to drop. So just get ready for that. We did get a new tornado warning in Clark and Cumberland counties out here in Illinois, Casey and Martinsville. You guys need to be taking shelter now, okay? I've got to go get something else to drink. I'll be right back. Give me literally 60 seconds. In the meantime, for those of you who are just tuning in and you're wondering, what does it mean? What does it mean? I'm under a tornado watch. What does that mean? Well, here you go. You've seen a tornado watch pop up on your screen. Here's what that actually means. A tornado watch is issued by the Storm Prediction Center when conditions are favorable for tornadoes to develop. It does not mean a tornado has been spotted. It means the atmosphere is primed and tornadoes are possible. Here's the key difference. A watch means look out. Conditions are favorable. A warning means take cover. A tornado has been spotted or detected on radar. Watch means look out. Warning means take cover. So what should you do during a tornado watch? Know your safe room before the storm hits. Keep your phone charged with weather alerts turned on. Have shoes and a flashlight near your shelter, and stay monitoring NOAA weather radio or local news. There are also visual signs to watch for: a dark greenish sky or large low-hanging clouds, large hail with no rain, a loud continuous roar like a freight train, or a rotating cloud base. Remember, a watch means be prepared. A warning means take action. And once again, some of the places that are under a tornado watch right now include Indianapolis, Louisville, Kentucky, and Bowling Green. There's about 1.9 million people in this specific area here that are about to have some big-time storms. So let's come back down here to Kentucky, where we have the tornado warning continuing for 20 more minutes. Rotation is still visible here. It's about to cross Highway 51 north of Clinton. Get ready over there towards Mayfield. You might be the next ones under a tornado warning here. Cairo, the rotation is past you now, and we might be seeing a new warning for Paducah here soon, okay? Paducah, Kentucky, you guys are under a tornado possible, considerable severe thunderstorm warning, but no actual tornado warning just yet, okay? Let's go back down here to Crockett, Tennessee, Crockett County, Tennessee. There's 1 million people still under a considerable damage threat, severe thunderstorm warning, and that's going to continue for the next little bit. All right, specifically 34 more minutes. And they might actually extend that out a little bit because the storm is actually very strong, okay? So get ready for some more up to 70-mile-per-hour winds in Somerville. You had one round come through. Another round's about to come in. Now, in downtown Memphis, give it about 20 more minutes, and the worst of the storm will be past you, to be honest. yeah, I'm trying to keep the storm chasers visible on the left-hand side over there. We've also got a static view here of pretty much the entire Texas area where the storms are coming through too. So we're monitoring the situation like you wouldn't believe, son. And you know, one of the stronger storms that we have right now is the one down here approaching Corinth, Mississippi. We've got a lot of you guys tuning in from Selmer, Tennessee, Savannah, Tennessee. This is also eventually going to go towards Florence, Alabama, and Lawrenceburg. And I think it's just super important to keep track of this. This is what that storm looks like right now. The lightning with this, it just continues to get worse and worse.
Has been issued.
This storm is definitely gaining intensity as it approaches Corinth. So you guys need to be getting ready for a very bad storm here. We did just get a new tornado warning for portions of Illinois and Kentucky. There you go. Paducah, Kentucky, it's official. You're under a tornado warning. Everybody in Paducah needs to be getting to shelter now. This also includes Golconda. Okay, it includes Smithland and areas like that. We've got a viewer in Paducah showing us what it looks like right now in Paducah. So this is a live view from somebody's cell phone in the WeatherWise app. You can see the distant lightning there. And this is what is coming together as it comes into Paducah. What you're going to notice here is that it gets really quiet, and then the winds are slowly going to pick up, and then it's going to hit like a wall of water, okay? Not everybody's going to get hit by a tornado, all right? But it's going to feel like it for a lot of people, even if you're not necessarily directly hit by a tornado. So make sure you get away from windows, get indoors, get to shelter there just as soon as you can. Thank you so much for sharing that with me out there in Paducah, Kentucky. This is, somebody says the sirens are going off out here in Paducah. That's good. Somebody said it's quiet here as of right now. On the southeast side of Paducah, somebody says they are prepared with the wife and the Yorkie. There are multiple areas of rotation coming into Paducah. There's not one specific area that I can highlight here. However, this storm has a history of producing several tornadoes. We believe we have tornado damage back here between Sykeston and Charleston. And it has a history of producing widespread damaging winds. Okay, so whether you get hit by a tornado, a low-end tornado, or an 80-mile-per-hour wind gust, if you're in a mobile home or if you're in the living room of your home, it's going to feel about the same. Okay, so you got to get to that safe spot. You got to get to that safe spot. Don't hyper-focus on whether or not there's a tube of spinning air coming towards you or not.
Warning
At the end of the day,
issued.
It don't matter. Let's go down here to Alcorn County, Mississippi. Here we go. This is the tornado-warned storm now for Corinth. Alcorn County, Tippah County, and McNairy counties are under tornado warnings. This does not include Selmer. Selmer, Tennessee, you're not included in this tornado warning, but it does include Corinth, okay? And we've got two areas of pretty significant rotation here. You've got to watch this in Corinth. This is a pretty bad situation for our friends along Highway 72 in Corinth, Mississippi. Somebody out here says, is that storm near Ripley, Mississippi getting stronger? Yeah, so both of these are. And the one that's coming towards you is as well. And that's why they went ahead and issued a big-time tornado warning for it here, all the way up into Tennessee for Chihuahua, Raymer, and up there towards the Shiloh National Military Park, okay? Somebody out here is getting ready in the shelter right now. So this is what that storm looks like. This is a live view of the tornado-warned supercell coming into Corinth right now. This is from a drone.
All right, guys, we got a tornado warning now.
You can hear the sirens going off now.
We'll have to drop a little south.
Think so? On 45?
This is it, y'all. Brett Adair's literally on the western side of Corinth right now.
Yes. All right. All right, guys, I hate to do it to you, but we're about to have to get in chase mode, which means we're about to have to drop this drone. I'm going to try to get a view of whatever this is coming up from the southwest. Oh, I got a collar.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Yeah, this is incredible drone footage from storm chaser Brett Adair on the western side of Corinth right now.
That collar. Back in here. See it? Oh.
Dang.
He ain't got much longer. I'm going to have to hit 45 in a sec. Well,
Yeah, he's going to have to get out in front of this. The storm's going to start moving fast here soon. By the way, I see you guys in chat from Ohio and Indiana. We're not, we're not done with you. We're going to be coming back up there right here in a second. All right. We're going to keep Brett in the small window over here to the left, and we're going to go check in on Illinois, where we do have that tornado warning for Olney still in effect here for Clay and Richland counties for the next 28 minutes. Olney, take shelter now. Somebody said they hope their chickens don't blow away. Me too, man. Me too. To keep us updated on them chickens. Also out here to the south and west of Terre Haute, there's a tornado warning for Clark and Cumberland counties. Rotation is currently near Casey. That's going to be moving up Interstate 70 towards Martinsville. And honestly, it's moving straight towards Terre Haute. You guys will probably end up under a severe thunderstorm warning or a tornado warning here soon. So get ready. Know what you're going to do whenever that warning comes through. Somebody says, do you think Terre Haute will get a tornado? I don't know. The odds are higher than usual right now, I guess. But there's no reason to kind of get too deep into that. It's just, hey, maybe. So let's go ahead and pretend like I said yes. What would you do if I said yes? Yes, I think tornado's coming. Do that just in case. Somebody in Terre Haute says, I'm over here holding on tight. That's good. That's all you can do. That's all you can do. Dalton is in Mississippi sharing this view with us. Funnel cloud in Corinth, Mississippi. So we got another person out there with a drone in Mississippi. Dalton is always sending us incredible stuff out here. And here's oh my gosh, here's a great picture of that tornado earlier near Stuttgart. Let's make sure we add this to the polygon if we got one. Okay, let's go north. Let's go north. I see you guys. If you notice the zooming in and out on the map is a little bit stuttery, a little bit laggy today, it's because you guys are absolutely just killing the map. But it's good. It's good. It's actually really valuable information to know where people are tuning in from. But a lot of you guys are in Indiana and Ohio. Right now in Ohio, there's nothing to talk about. There's nothing to talk about, okay? When there is, I'll let you know. There is a severe thunderstorm watch in northwest Ohio. That's going to go on for 4 hours and 56 minutes. But there probably at some point will be a severe thunderstorm watch or a tornado watch for portions of southwest Ohio as well. Currently, all of our focus is going to be on Indiana for a while, and then once the storms get to about Indianapolis, we'll start talking about Ohio more, okay? If you want to go to sleep, I would just go ahead and do that. And make sure you have a way of getting awakened tonight. Y'all Call is something that you can do, okay? We've got a service called Y'all Call, y'allcall.app. You can sign up for that and I'll call you if there's a tornado warning. That's optional. You don't have to do that. You can, for free, turn alerts on your phone, okay? You got the Amber Alert one time, you muted that, you turned it off, turn it back on, okay? And if you have a NOAA weather radio, make sure that's plugged up and with batteries in it, and you're good to go. You can sleep through this. I promise you'll be fine as long as you have a way of getting alerted if the warning comes through. Now, if you're going to stay up all night, stay here because we're staying up with you. Let's go down here. It's Hardin, Texas, down here to Koontz. We've got a tornado possible severe thunderstorm warning for Koontz, and that's going to be coming in here within the next 10 minutes. Let's see what this traffic camera looks like. Looks like people are getting along just fine down here in Koontz, in Beaumont, and places like that near Lumberton in Texas. That's going to be a strong storm coming in here soon, though. Get ready, and it is rotating. South of Jasper, we've got another rotating storm coming down into Kirbyville. You guys need to be getting ready for that. And then a lot of these storms are really starting to get their acts together down here west of Leesville in Newton County, Texas. This is going to be a strong storm coming into Highway 87 and 63 here soon in Newton County, Texas. Get ready for it. Let's check in with Rob McBay. This is one of my favorite storm chasers out here in Holly Springs, Mississippi. If you guys ain't following Rob McBay, you're missing out. He's always chasing out here. He was a big help during the ice storm in Mississippi. You guys remember that? Now, what we're seeing in his windshield here is the distant lightning associated with the storm that's coming into the Corinth area, I believe. Yeah. So Rob is now west of the Walnut and Corinth area, and he's showing us kind of like what that looks like from a distance. He's going to be intercepting this storm that's coming out of Memphis now. All right, so Corinth, you are still under a tornado warning. This is going to go on for 38 more minutes. I really hope everybody's sheltered because we have a very interesting area of rotation right here near Chewala that's about to come up into Winsaga and go up towards Eastview. This is right on the border between Mississippi and Tennessee right now. You see where the greens and the reds are touching, and there's actually like a pretty bright area there. There's some contamination there, but that's also a good sign that we've got real rotation with strong inbounds and outbounds right next to each other. That's north and west of Corinth right now. Brett Adair is in Corinth still. You can still hear the sirens right now. You can still hear the sirens right now.
All right, bro.
Corinth, please get ready. There's two areas of rotation right here and right here. They're both coming towards the town. Now, let's go back up to Paducah. I haven't forgot about you guys in Paducah. There's just a lot going on right now. The tornado warning does continue for the town of Paducah for the next 37 minutes. Is everybody sheltered in Paducah? This is what the storm looks like just to the west of Paducah. Okay, it's just now hitting this EMA, the Massac EMA here. Our friends down there in Metropolis, Illinois, are getting hit hard by the storm right now. We've got lots of lightning, some strong winds coming in, and we have some rotation coming over the Gage, Kentucky area, moving up towards Paducah. Smithland, you guys are included in this as well. Golconda, and then even the Highway 146 area east of Vienna in southern portions of Illinois. Okay, this is a dangerous storm. We need everybody in their safe spots in Paducah. We do have another viewer sharing their live stream with us in the WeatherWise app right now. This is what they're showing us. You can see the lightning is increasing in intensity. I believe this person has literally just put their phone streaming in the window, and they've gotten away from the window. Smart move. And thank you for doing this. This allows us to see exactly what's going on on the ground in Paducah right now. You can see the lightning increasing in intensity over time. Thank you so much for sending that in. Make sure you stay safe. Get into that safe spot in Paducah, Kentucky. Rotation. Honestly, we can't see a whole lot from the radar, but what might be happening is it might literally be in this radar cone. The Paducah radar is right here, and you can't really see what's going on right around it. So we might get jump scared here as the storm moves farther east with a more intense area of rotation coming right towards Paducah. But we don't know that yet.
Has been issued.
All right, a new tornado warning was just issued for Graves and Hickman counties in Kentucky, okay? There's your area of rotation down here near Roper and Water Valley. This is going up towards Cuba, Pilot Oak, Linville, Sedalia, Farmington, and Cooksville, okay? This is a very dangerous storm. You got to get to shelter. This does not include Mayfield, okay? I want to make that very clear. The town of Mayfield is not in this tornado warning. However, in Mayfield, you'd still have a strong storm coming towards you, and you might as well get to shelter anyways, just in case. I think if anybody understands that, it's going to be the people of Mayfield. So once again, Wingo, Water Valley, Cuba, Pilot, Priorsburg, and Tri-City, Kentucky, all in this new tornado warning. Meteorologist Andy Hill is calling our attention farther north. We've got a severe thunderstorm yaw watch now for Wabash County, Wayne County, Gibson County, and White County between Illinois and Indiana. This includes areas north of Evansville, west of Princeton, okay, Interstate 64. It's surprising that there's not a severe thunderstorm warning right now. It's very surprising that we don't have a severe thunderstorm right now. Meteorologist Andy Hill is saying that we're probably going to get one here soon. So y'all get ready for that out here on Interstate 64. It's going to be a tough drive. I would hate to be driving on Interstate 64 right now, especially if I'm going westbound out of Evansville over here towards Fairfield or McLeansboro, Mount Vernon or something like that. If you can get off the roads, let this pass. Let this pass for sure. only. Your tornado warning continues for 19 more minutes. Stay sheltered. Rotation just went over town. Stay sheltered for 19 more minutes. We still have a tornado warning up here for Clark County, Illinois as well. The rotation's going through Martinsville right now, riding I-70 up towards Marshall. Terre Haute, you're still in the path here. They did go ahead and issue a severe thunderstorm warning for Terre Haute with a tornado possible tag. Okay, so a tornado possible severe thunderstorm warning is in effect for Terre Haute right now. Somebody said, we out here in Terre Haute, okay? And somebody else said, what's happening in Terre Haute? What's happening is you got a strong line of storms that has a history of producing tornadoes racing towards you from the west. And also, we out here, okay? So can't we just get a break? It's only March. Maybe after this one, maybe we'll get a little bit of a break. Somebody said, here by Otter Creek Church, also hoping my chickens don't fly away. You guys have a lot of chickens. Bring it on. You're the go. Thank you so much. Just stay in your safe spot. I think we're going to be fine. This is going to be a quick hitting storm. It's going to be a wall of wind and water. There's going to be potentially a spin up tornado in there. So you don't want to be in the living room. You don't want to be around glass. You want to be sheltered and then just let this thing go by. Okay, it's almost certainly going to knock down a few trees. It might knock out the power, might send the trampoline flying. If you didn't have time to tie that down earlier, or if you didn't already lose it earlier today in just the regular wind, this might be the end of the trampoline here in Terre Haute. All right, let's go back down to Carlisle County, Kentucky here. This tornado warning is going to expire in Clinton here in about 2 minutes, so you're good. You're good in Clinton. We are continuing to watch the tornado warning here south of Mayfield, though. Increasing rotation near Wingo. It's crossed over Interstate 69, and it's moving towards Bell City and Farmington. You guys need to be sheltered right now for 32 more minutes. 32 more minutes, then we're good. Let's go down here to Jackson County, Louisiana, and Caldwell, Jackson, and Lincoln parishes. This is a strong storm now coming into Monroe, Louisiana. You guys need to be getting ready. We got a very strong storm coming in. You're probably starting to see the lightning. You're probably starting to hear the thunder, and the wind is starting to pick up out there too. This is what it looks like out there on West Monroe, Louisiana. Goodness, there's 5,000 of you guys checking in the WeatherWise app right now. If you want to add your dot to the map, you can download the WeatherWise app for free. It's also just a good free radar app to follow along. Download the radar app, and you can look at the storm chasers in there and everything for free. Obviously, there's subscriptions for extra stuff, but if you don't want them, you don't have to get them. Corinth, you guys are still in that tornado warning. Okay, I want everybody in Corinth to remain in their safe spots for 30 more minutes. Rotation, there's 2 areas of rotation. Now, I'm not saying that there's 2 tornadoes, but there's 2 areas that could produce tornadoes approaching Corinth right now. Brett Adair's got a good view of this. He's in the parking lot of a Walmart or something, a Lowe's, and he's pointing us right towards where the daggone tornado is trying to happen. Look at those big raindrops, or is that hail? I can't tell. But you can see it's starting to rain where he is on the southeast side of Corinth here. But the rotation, the concerning part's going to go on the northwest side of Corinth, I believe, right up towards Kendrick. It's possible that in the near future we're going to get another tornado warning that might include Savannah, Tennessee, and Walnut Grove. Okay? You guys need to be ready for that. All of our storm chasers, or a lot of them, are trying to stay ahead of this. They're moving towards Nashville. You know what that means, Nashville? Storm chaser Jordan Hall and Freddie McKinney and Corey Gherkin are all on their way to Nashville. Why? Because they think there's going to be a big storm there. So keep that in mind. The storms aren't there yet, but there's a reason why the chasers are trying to position themselves on Interstate 40 east of where the storms are now. They're trying to stay in front, trying to stay ahead of these supercells that are somewhat discreet. Like this thing down here in Corinth is something that could definitely produce a tornado. Somebody in the WeatherWise app is sharing their stream with me in Tennessee right now to the east of Selmer. Let's check in on them. Once again, this is a live viewer sharing their feed with me east of Selmer, Tennessee. You can see the lightning is picking up big time out here. Actually, this is what I would call strobe lightning. It's pretty much nonstop. This is what happens whenever a supercell is gaining strength. You don't see lightning like this if the storm is weakening. Okay, the reason why lightning exists is because stuff's hitting, stuff's like knocking against each other. Ice pellets, hailstones, rain, all this stuff is like hitting each other, and it's producing a lot of static electricity. If the motion and the twisting and the mid-level and upper-level winds slow down, you'll see a decrease in lightning. This is likely the result of that big updraft just sending a ton of moisture and condensing it and just like pushing it up into the atmosphere, and everything's clashing together. And thank you so much to this viewer who is sharing this with us. But once again, you got a couple minutes and you got to get to shelter. Hopefully you're already there, but if you're not, get to shelter just as quickly as you can. We do have another chaser out here in Savannah, Tennessee. Clarence, good old Clarence out there at the Dollar Tree in Savannah, Tennessee, showing us the storm from a little bit more of a distance, okay? I'm going to put him on the sidebar. Let's see here. We'll put him in place of Brad. Well, we'll put him in place of Freddie right now because Freddie's trying to get in front of this. So there's Clarence. Clarence is in Savannah. Brett Adair's in pretty much Corinth. And then Brad Arnold's a little bit farther to the west. All right. So if you're just now tuning in, we are watching this storm very closely over here near Corinth. We're also continuing to watch our storm up here near Paducah. The storm is just now starting to come through town right now. The heaviest precipitation is going to be north of town. So the heaviest rain, likely the strongest embedded winds, are going to be north of Paducah. However, the rotating part of the storm, what's left of it, is going to be going right over town. So you still need to be sheltered in Paducah for the next 27 minutes. There's 59 of you guys checked in right now in Paducah. Somebody said, we're currently at the Western Baptist Hospital basement. All right, we got to stay there for 27 more minutes and we should be okay. Somebody in Paducah said, here we go. Somebody out here says, we is 100% right. This is where some of the biggest winds are about to come through right now. Let's go down here to the Hardin County, Tennessee camera, where we've got another view of this storm from Savannah. So that's a really interesting view there. So let's actually put that, let's put that up here. So that is a live view from Savannah, Tennessee. From a tower camera, where once again we've got a very strong storm capable of producing a tornado at any time coming through Corinth right now. The rotation is actually very concerning here, and it's coming towards one of our viewers. Once again, that viewer that was sharing their live feed with me, the rotation's coming right towards you. Hopefully you're already there, but you got to get to your safe spot just as quickly as you can, okay? If you're just now tuning in, we've got 25 minutes left on this tornado warning. They're probably going to expand that up towards Savannah, Tennessee. Let's come back up here to the north a little bit. We did just get a new severe thunderstorm warning for Paris. Okay, this is going to be for Benton, Carroll, Decatur, Gibson, Henderson, Henry, and Weakley counties in Tennessee. 126,000 people in the path here. We've got places like Greenfield, Dredson, Camden, Huntingdon, McKenzie, and Paris, Tennessee in the path. Tornado possible. Tornado possible. Severe thunderstorm warning with a considerable damage threat. This is a dangerous storm. Spin-up tornadoes are possible. You got these cells out here in the front, which could become more concerning as time goes on. And then, yes, this is the storm that eventually is going to go right over towards Clarksville, Tennessee. Clarksville, Tennessee, I see you guys. I see y'all. There's everybody in the whole town is checking in right now on the weather-wise app. You guys are going to be okay, but the storms are getting closer. How's our chickens looking? The Clarksville chickens are looking A-okay right now. There is a storm that's kind of popped up here near Hopkinsville that we'll have to keep an eye on, especially for our friends in Hopkinsville. This is a live look, by the way, at the Hopkinsville skyline right now. You see how the camera's kind of shaking a little bit? That's wind getting sucked directly into that storm. If it gets much stronger, it'll probably end up with a severe thunderstorm warning. I'm not noticing a whole lot of rotation. There's a little bit here, but I'm not too concerned about this just yet. What I would be more concerned about is the storm that's coming in after it. All right, let's talk to Andy.
Hey Ryan, I'm watching the area to the northwest of the Evansville, Indiana radar site. That part of the line has gone from tilted, or not tilted at all, but just something like mostly north-south, and now it's taken on this northwest-southeast tilt to it with a bunch of rotation and little pockets right along the strongest part of that line there near Browns, Illinois. I think over time we could see that consolidate into one area that may produce a spin-up tornado, or more likely get tornado warned. So I don't have a y'all watch out for that yet, but that sort of orientation shift has my eye as a pattern to recognize for the future. So we'll have to watch that closely as it comes up to the Mount Carmel, Illinois area.
Thank you so much, Andy. Guys, that's meteorologist Andy Hill drawing our attention up here to this slant. This curls up a little bit. We are going to be talking about another area that will probably have a real tornado potential as it approaches Mount Carmel and Princeton. Okay, you guys need to be taking shelter up here. Speaking of shelter, we got to get there in Clark County if we haven't already. 7 minutes remain on this tornado warning. They haven't decided to expand this out into Terre Haute yet, but we do have a severe thunderstorm warning for 37 more minutes with the tornado possible tag. You're going to want to take shelter indoors and away from windows if you haven't already, right? Okay, we did get a new severe thunderstorm warning with a considerable damage threat that goes all the way out into more parts of Tennessee here. So this is going to be for Alcorn County in Mississippi, Tishomingo County, Mississippi, then Decatur, Hardin, and McNairy counties in Tennessee. This is this tornado warning cell, but the greater area around it is also going to get hit by 70-mile-per-hour winds and 1.25-inch hail. So that's going up there towards several different places, including the Oakdale Trailer Park and the Roscoe Turner Airport. So you guys need to be taking shelter if you haven't already. This is what it looks like way out here from Hardin County. Okay, the Hardin County EMA. I mean, we're just seeing flash after flash after flash, and those are just going to continue to get more apparent as time goes on. Y'all watch. So we do have an official y'all watch now from meteorologist Andy Hill. Y'all watch out in Mount Carmel. There is some rotation coming together here. We've seen them issue tornado warnings for this, and this one probably deserves it. Between Browns and Belmont, there's your rotation in Illinois coming towards Mount Carmel. If you've got family in Mount Carmel, let them know that there's a strong storm coming and there might be a tornado warning soon. So if they hear the sirens, don't get scared. Go ahead and be prepared. Let's go back down to Graves County, Kentucky. The storm is past Mayfield now. Okay, so all my friends in Mayfield, you guys are okay, and the storm's over now. However, to the south of there, that's where the rotation is. It's approaching Bell City right now. If this continues to show up like this, we might see another tornado warning issued for Murray, Kentucky. Right now, we don't have that. What we do have is a tornado possible severe thunderstorm warning for our friends in Murray, Kentucky, okay? That's going to be Callaway and Graves County. You guys have got to get indoors and away from windows and be prepared to potentially take shelter if the storm stays organized, okay? We've got a tornado warning to your west for a reason, right? If you're just now tuning in, we are monitoring the situation from Texas all the way up to Illinois. We've got several tornado warnings right now. In fact, the current situation is that we have 4 active tornado warnings and 28 active severe thunderstorm warnings. And we just have a plethora of reports. I mean, a huge amount of reports coming in from all over the place of wind damage. If you don't get hit by a tornado tonight, you're almost certainly going to experience some sort of wind damage as a result of this line of storms as it barrels through. I am going to zoom out now and show you the overall perspective of the storm, which is just insane. By the way, like if you're just now tuning in, you haven't heard me gawk at this yet. But from Chicago all the way down to Houston, we've got a 1,000-mile-long line of severe storms and tornadoes. And right next to that, we've got a blizzard, okay? So earlier today, we had a tornado warning in St. Louis. Now it's snowing. It's snowing in most of Missouri. It's snowing in Peoria, Illinois. It's about to snow in Bloomington, Springfield. These are areas that were very warm earlier. And now it's snowing right after the storm. So that's why this storm is so dynamic, right? There's such a sharp gradient between the warm temperatures and the cold temperatures, and the thing that's making that transition happen is a big time burst of wind, okay? So get ready for it. And if you lose power tonight, just know that it's going to get very cold very fast. Let's go back down here to the Illinois area again, because meteorologist Andy Hill has actually highlighted another y'all watch. So we got potentially 2 or 3 tornadoes trying to come together out here in Illinois between Guards Point and Belmont. You can see one very obvious area right there. You can see another one here and another one down here. So Mount Carmel, you guys are under that y'all watch. We're saying y'all watch out, but also north of there, Guards Point and Ogden, you guys all the way up to Allendale need to be watching out for these 2 areas of rotation that could very easily be producing a tornado right now. There's no warning right now, by the way. Anytime you see these dashed lines popping up and you hear me say y'all watch, it's an obnoxious way of saying that meteorologist Andy Hill, one of the better meteorologists in the country, is watching your area. And we're saying y'all watch out, okay? There's no warning yet, but a lot of times what will precede these y'all watches are actually real tornado warning polygons, okay? So you've got a little bit of extra lead time here to prepare in Allendale if that comes through. Back down to Crockett County, Tennessee. Memphis, you're done for the night. Memphis, it's over in Memphis. This is now moving into areas farther east, okay? So this severe thunderstorm warning is going to expire in about 2 minutes. We're now more focused on areas farther to the east. Jackson, Tennessee, for example, you guys are about to get hit by that strong line of winds and hail. And we do have an embedded tornado threat as well. This is what it looks like out there in Denmark, Tennessee right now. Just absolutely, the lightning is going to be one of the more prolific things here. And then we do continue to have a tornado warning out here for Corinth, Mississippi. The rotation is going past Corinth now, and it's kind of getting its act together over here towards Wind Springs and Nixon. But currently, we don't have that warning getting expanded just yet into Walnut Grove, which is good, but they did go ahead and issue that severe thunderstorm warning with a tornado possible tag for Savannah. And this is what that looks like in Savannah. I mean, it's just absolutely nuts out there with the electricity. Let's see what the he's keeping an eye on you. And we're going to continue to watch these storms move back towards Walnut Grove. You've got to be thinking about what we're going to do in Florence, Alabama, and Lawrenceburg, Tennessee, for example, whenever the storms get closer to you. are also visual signs to watch for: a dark greenish sky or large low-hanging clouds, large hail with no rain, a loud continuous roar like a freight train, or a rotating cloud base. Remember, a watch means be prepared. A warning means take action. All right. So that's what we're talking about out there with the tornado watch if you are in Tennessee. All right, we do have several tornado warnings in effect right now as well, including this one out here in Corinth, Mississippi. This one's got 12 minutes left on it. 12 minutes left on it. So we are hoping everybody is staying in their safe spots here. Somebody in Corinth says, Kendrick, somebody out here in Savannah says, Savannah, Tennessee is starting to get a little loud. Yeah, it's going to get worse before it gets better. And honestly, the rotation, it looks, I mean, it's broad, okay? It's not tight, but this is definitely something to keep an eye on. I'm surprised they haven't issued a new tornado warning for this yet, but I'm also kind of glad because, you know, it's hard to tell exactly what's going on here, so we don't want to overwarn. But if I'm in Koontz or Counts, however you say that, Bruton Branch or Pollard's Mill, I'm definitely keeping a very close eye on this. Somebody said the hatches are battened out here. Good. Good. In between Savannah and Walnut Grove. Yep, you guys are next to the line. You're definitely going to get some hail. I mean, look at Clarence' view here. The lightning is absolutely nuts. Ryan, too much Diet Coke? No, not enough. Not enough. I put a little bit of salt in there for electrolytes. I'll be just fine. Don't worry about me. By the way, Paris, Tennessee, you guys are about to get hit by that line of storms right now. How are we doing in Paris? The lightning is getting more intense out there. I can tell. Looks like some of the tower cameras are like down. Okay, this one, we've got the one in Paris. Quite visible here in the Henry County EMA. So we're going to continue to watch that as it goes off to the east. Clarksville, still nothing to worry about right now. But I would definitely be getting ready because it's coming. It is coming. Once again, this is that latest tornado watch. You are included in that Clarksville. Here's that funnel cloud earlier near Corinth, Mississippi from a drone. And we're going to check in with Dalton right here in a minute. Here's the tornado that we had earlier in Stuttgart. If you were tuned in earlier, you saw this on the tower camera from Hascams. But right now, this is what we've got left of it here. Let's come back out here and let's take a look at the current situation. We have one tornado warning right now. Can you guys believe that? When was the last time we had one tornado warning? Before, right when we started the stream, I think. Does that mean that things are calming down for good? Probably not. I think that we might be in a little bit of a lull as far as tornado warnings go, but things are definitely not done here. Once the storms get closer to Indianapolis Louisville, Kentucky, for example, Hopkinsville, Bowling Green, Clarksville, I do think that we'll see another uptick in the activity here. But the main thing, especially after this prefrontal gets kind of caught up with the line here, the main thing for the rest of the night is going to be those damaging winds and the spin-up tornadoes inside of the line. The supercellular tornado thing is going to be less common, I guess, as we go farther into the night. This powerful squall line is currently crossing into western Indiana as well. By the way, Terre Haute, you guys are literally moments away from getting your storm. We don't have a tower camera in Terre Haute yet, but we do have a dedicated viewer sharing their live feed with us. This is a live view from somebody in the WeatherWise app right now, sharing their feed from Terre Haute. You can see, though, if you look closely, you can see that the winds are picking up. I don't see a whole lot of lightning here, but I also don't know what exactly we're looking at. But I appreciate you for sticking your phone in the window for us. We were talking to the WeatherWise team earlier about potentially letting you guys hook up GoPros to this or something, so you don't have to like leave your phone in the window when you go take shelter. You know, this is a work in progress. We're trying to figure out how to do this and make it really efficient. And you guys are helping us out. I appreciate it. By the way, here's a look at the storm from Waynesboro, Tennessee, and we got a crazy view of that lowering there. You see that? This is the storm's pretty far away from Waynesboro right now, but it's approaching. We've been on the air now for 6 hours, y'all. How many of you guys have been here for the whole time? Yeah, there's less rotation with the Terre Haute storm, but it's still going to be strong. It's still going to be intense as it comes in. Also, Lafayette, I think I said that right. I don't know. You guys are getting hit pretty hard by a strong storm right now, too. This is that tornado possible severe thunderstorm warning for Carroll, Clinton, and Montgomery counties. It's coming through right now with up to 60-mile-per-hour winds. Not seeing much rotation, but definitely seeing some interesting stuff here with the storm. Definitely some strong winds. It looks like it already hit here at this virtual railfan station, so we're not going to be able to see anything there, but the next in line areas are going to be Rossville and Mulberry. So you guys got to be taking shelter out there if you haven't already. Dangerous storm coming in. Indoors and away from windows. Paris, Tennessee. You guys are also next in line here. You've got a very strong storm coming into the Paris, Tennessee area right now. We're talking about 70-mile-per-hour winds potentially. And notice how we have these increased reflectivity zones, like coming into Puryear and Buchanan. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. But you guys are going to get some very heavy rains, probably some hail with this as well. That's what's coming through Murray right now. By the way, Hopkinsville, Kentucky, they went ahead and warned your storm. There's a severe thunderstorm warning for Hopkinsville, Kentucky right now. Let's look at the Hopkinsville skyline. And it looks fine. It looks fine right now, but the storm is about to come through. And my goodness, if this doesn't have a hook. Look at this. That's real. That's a real concerning rotation signature on the bottom of that storm there in Hopkinsville, Kentucky. This might be of concern as far as tornadoes go in the near future here as it goes up there towards Fearsville and Sharon Grove. The rotating storm's going over Hopkinsville right now. Now, this is not a tornado warning. They don't even have a tornado possible tag on this. But there's broad rotation, very obvious on the radar here, going over Hopkinsville right now. This is a perfect example of one of those prefrontal discrete cells. And it's also kind of, you know, out in the middle of some increased wind shear, a little bit more favorable out here than farther south. By the way, most of you guys are pinging right now in the WeatherWise app from Tennessee, then Indiana, then Illinois, then Kentucky, then Mississippi. Still not seeing Ohio on this list. I'm disappointed in my Ohio friends. No, you guys are showing up later. I know it's not there yet. Okay, here we go. New tornado warning just now issued for Hardin County, Tennessee. This is what we thought would happen if that rotation held together after it came out of Kendrick. So here we go. We got a tornado warning now for Maddox, Nixon, Bruton Branch, Big Ivy, Center Star, and places like that up there towards Olive Hill. This is a dangerous storm. You got to get to shelter just as quickly as you can. And we're going to put as many walls between us and the outside world as possible. We're going to get underground if possible. All right, so we do have that, a camera in Savannah, Tennessee, continuing to show us this storm. By the way, I mean, this is just insanity right now in Savannah, Tennessee. The worst of the storm is going just to the south of town, but the amount of lightning here is absolutely plumb wild. I mean, I'm going to say it. People get mad at me when I say it too much, but I'm bringing out the plumb wilds. This is absolutely plumb wild. This is also coming up there towards Waynesboro. Next, you guys are going to be thinking about this. And it doesn't look like the main line is catching up with this. The longer this stays out in front of the main line, the more likely it's going to be able to, kind of catch up with some of that wind shear and cause some additional problems. Yeah, the storm down here near Tupelo is looking a little interesting as well. We got some rotation just to the north and west of Tupelo. We got to watch that as it goes up towards Saltillo. How are we doing in Tupelo? I see a lot of people checking in down here. Somebody said, sorry, I sneezed. It's all good. Maybe that'll actually push the storm away. I don't know. Here's another look from Waynesboro, Tennessee, just to show you the craziness that we can see in the distance there. This is coming right for you. Let's continue to dig deeper here into our tornado warning. We got a lot of people tuning in out here. I know you guys are anxious about this. Don't want anybody to be scared, but the rotation is actually pretty impressive down here around Bruton Branch. This could be producing a tornado as it goes up towards Big Ivy in Tennessee. I got somebody out here saying the winds are gusting and the sky is almost bright. It's looking rough. Yeah, you're going to get hit right by the rotating part of the storm, so hopefully you're getting into that safe spot, and hopefully you're going to stay there for a while as the storm goes by. I am going to go check in on some other places as well. We got several places under severe thunderstorm warnings right now, including now Lafayette up here in Illinois. The storm's moving past you now, but it's going towards Delphi next. Next, we got to worry about Logansport and Kokomo. Okay, you guys are next in line here. Terre Haute, you guys are getting hit right now. It's coming in on the western side of town with that 60-mile-per-hour winds. There is a tornado possible. The rotation looks less concerning now than it did earlier. Additionally, Sullivan, Indiana, you guys are about to get hit pretty hard here by the 60-mile-per-hour winds, and that's going to be coming in soon. Also, Vincennes, you guys are next in line as well within the next 5 minutes. Big-time severe winds are going to start picking up. See if we can see anything from the Goose Pond. This is way out here east of our line in Indiana. Not seeing much lightning just yet, but I'd say we'll see it as it gets closer. Evansville, Indiana. I know you guys are wondering, what about us? The storm that's coming towards you is going to be strong. It's currently not warned. The warned part of it is to your north. But I wouldn't be surprised if Evansville, Indiana got a severe thunderstorm warning here soon. It's already windy, somebody says. Somebody says they're prepared and scared. The thunder's picking back up in the distance. So, yeah, Evansville, you're not under any warning right now. There's not any concerning areas of rotation approaching you, but the storm is coming, and it's going to get absolutely loud for a moment here, okay? So make sure you're getting ready for that. One of the more concerning storms, I got to say, is the Hopkinsville, Kentucky storm. Look at that hook. I mean, it's not organized, okay? It's not organized. This is not a tornado imminent or anything like that. But this is definitely something to watch as it goes up towards Fearsville and Sharon Grove. You got that little hook, you got the broad area of rotation. This is definitely not something that we're going to ignore. Even as it goes on over towards Bowling Green, we're going to keep a very, very, very close eye on this. Clarksville, Tennessee, you guys are next in line as well. We've got a severe thunderstorm warning just to your west, and that's going to continue to be something that we watch in Houston, Humphreys, and Montgomery County for the next 57 minutes. Okay? Dangerous storm coming in right now. It's moving out of Murray, moving into Paris currently, Paris, Tennessee. And it's just got a ton of lightning and some strong winds, potentially up to 70 miles per hour, moving into Paris, Tennessee right now. My goodness. Here's the current situation. We have 1 tornado warning, 25 severe thunderstorm warnings. Can you believe it? Our 1 tornado warning is going to be down here in Hardin County, Tennessee, near Savannah. Here's an interesting thing. We potentially have a tornado here north and east of Maddox, moving up towards Olive Hill, and we've got a larger area of rotation to the north and west of Walnut Grove. Both of these places could be producing tornadoes either now or soon, and we got to get everybody in their safe spots. Somebody back here says, are we cooked? No, you're not cooked. If you're watching this stream right now, you are the opposite of cooked. You're playing chess, all right? You're 15 moves ahead because you got meteorologist Andy Hill, you've got the WeatherWise app, and you're already in your safe spot, right? You're playing a different game than these other people who are just driving around and sitting in the living room. You're going to be just fine. Yeah, you're on a completely different level. You know it. Sorry, give me just a moment. We do have a severe thunderstorm warning for Clarksville now, I believe. Okay, it kind of includes Clarksville, but you guys might as well just consider yourselves under a severe thunderstorm warning with the tornado possible tag. But the interesting thing about this warning specifically is the considerable damage threat. Considerable damage threat, severe thunderstorm warning coming up towards Clarksville. Y'all need to be getting ready. We've been standing up for 6.5 hours, so we're going to take a quick moment here, sitting down. All right, so once again, Clarksville, watch the storm to your west, okay? The main thing that we're looking for is this big line right here. That's where the 70-mile-an-hour winds are, but you don't want to, let your guard down and disregard these little cells that are popping up out in front of it. And if we see some rotation popping up in those, that'll be a new concerning feature, I guess. But for now, we're not worried about it. We're just going to continue to watch this storm come together and get ready for up to 70-mile-per-hour winds, okay? By the way, the storm up here near Hopkinsville is moving out of Hopkinsville now. You're not under a warning anymore in Hopkinsville. It looks like the worst of it actually missed downtown Hopkinsville. The road looks a little wet out here, but the worst of the storm definitely didn't hit downtown. It hit more towards Kelly and Fearsville. Now it's going up towards Dunmore. By the way, Benton County, Tennessee, you're still under that considerable severe thunderstorm warning. In Paris, you got about 5 minutes left before the storm's done in your area. Here's what it looks like out there at the Decatur County EMA in Tennessee. Just a big time downpour right now. That's moving up towards the Hohenwald area. And we're just going to continue to monitor our 1 tornado warning here, which continues for 23 more minutes. Yeah, Brett Adair's trying to stay out in front of this. Brett and Clarence both are driving away from the storm, so it's harder to see what they've got going on. But Rob McBay is right smack dab in the middle of it, so we're going to put him up on the screen. And I mean, look at that left sidebar, man. We're just an incredible amount of lightning coming from these storms. This is absolutely plumb wild. Coming back up into Indiana, we do continue to have a severe thunderstorm warning for Terre Haute. How are we doing in Terre Haute, by the way? Somebody says, I'm holding it down in Terre Haute, waiting for the weather. Somebody else says, no chickens, but I got a husband, daughter, 2 pups. We're all in our safe spots. That's lovely to hear. Once again, we are having a severe thunderstorm right now in Terre Haute, 60-mile-per-hour winds. And once it's done, it's done. Now, it's going to be windy. It's going to be, somebody said heckin' windy earlier down here. It's going to be like that all night. And it's going to usher in some crazy cold air. So hopefully we don't have any power outages down here. And then after this comes out of Terre Haute, it's going to go over towards Greencastle, okay? Somebody said they're on the porch with a parasail. Now that right there is one of the worst things you could do. Do not go in the garage and do not be on the porch, especially not with a parasail. Now, come on now. Rockville, somebody says it seems to have missed us. Oh, no, Rockville. Rockville, no. It ain't even got there yet, son. It's still to your west, okay? It's not going to miss you. It's going to hit you right in the face right here in about 5 minutes. So get ready. My poor program here, dude, is about to just give up. There's just way too much going on. By the way, rotation still exists over here in our tornado warning. This is going up towards Waynesboro next. We've got a really good view of this from a little bit of a distance here now from the Waynesboro camera. Watch for that lowering there. You see that? That is the area that we're going to continue to watch here just in case we see another area of rotation pop up on radar. That's the kind of thing that we're looking for in real life to see if it connects with the ground. This is a live look right now at the storm approaching Waynesboro, Tennessee. If you got family members or friends out here, let them know that we're live. We're going to stay live until the cows come home or whatever. Until the we can't go anymore. Let's talk to Elijah.
Hey Ryan, so I do have actually a news update here. So we have gotten a lot of different wind damage reports from across the entirety of like Missouri, Arkansas, Illinois, now starting in Indiana. We're actually getting a lot. We're up to about 200-ish reports so far, which is a lot to keep track of. And one of the actual damage reports I did want to mention was near Rector, Arkansas. I have a small little damage polygon associated with it. It may have been a tornado. It could have been just straight line winds. I'm not exactly sure. I couldn't verify it on the radar. However, 2 metal buildings were actually pretty significantly damaged. Their roofs were completely ripped off, and some of the walls on the buildings were also destroyed. Debris from those buildings were actually scattered throughout that kind of whole area there. So I'm not sure exactly what happened, but that's so far the most significant damage I've seen so far.
Thank you so much, Elijah. Elijah and Jared and everybody's doing hardcore research in the background, trying to verify, what's happened and stuff like that. It does look like we might have had a tornado here near the Harps Food in Rector, Arkansas. If you guys have reports, if you have pictures or videos you want to share, and you can share them safely, feel free to send those over to ryanhallyall.com/submit. We archive all this stuff and we put it on the web for you. If you go to ryanhallyall.com/archive, you can see an archive of all the past events. And if you go in the WeatherWise app right now and you have Plus, you can see the active live tornado tracks that our team is compiling right now. You can follow along. And it's super cool. It's such a grassroots effort of real-time data and couldn't say thank you enough to Elijah, Andy, and you guys and everybody involved here to allow this to happen. Once again, tornado warning continues here for 18 more minutes between Savannah and Walnut Grove. We do have that rotation continuing, and it's going to be moving up towards Waynesboro here next. So right now we only have one tornado warning, right? But I do believe that we might get some more here soon. We got some rotation with this stuff coming into Alabama. I know we've got new people just now tuning in. We got 180,000 people watching. So I want to take this moment. I've got a couple of things that I got to work out on the back end. I want to take this moment to remind you what a tornado warning is. Give me 60 seconds. Tornado warning just dropped for your area. This is not a drill. A tornado has been spotted or detected on radar, and you need to act right now. A tornado warning means there is an immediate threat to life and property. This is the most urgent alert the National Weather Service can issue for a tornado. Here's what to do. Get to your safe room immediately. Go to an interior room on the lowest floor. Stay away from windows and outside walls. Cover your head and neck and get under sturdy furniture if you can. The best places to shelter, a basement or storm cellar, is your #1 option. If you don't have one, an interior bathroom or closet works. A stairwell on the lowest floor can also provide overhead protection. Now here's what not to do. Never shelter under a highway overpass. Do not stay in a mobile home, even if it's tied down. Do not try to outrun a tornado in your car, and do not open your windows. That's a myth. After the storm, wait for the all clear before going outside. Stay away from downed power lines and flooded roads, and check on your neighbors. All right, so that's for you guys out here in Hardin County, Tennessee, okay? And maybe here soon in Waynesboro. Waynesboro, you're not under a tornado warning, you're under a severe thunderstorm warning. That's Perry and Wayne counties. Let's go ahead and get indoors and away from windows for the next 30 minutes anyways, just in case. Let's check in with Rob McBay. What's he got going on out there? He's out there in Holly Springs, keeping up with the storm. He's actually in Corinth right now, east of Corinth. So we're going to be, keeping up with him as he's watching the storm get closer to Luca. And Florence, Alabama. Speaking of Florence, Alabama, that's where Brett Adair is going. He's staying out ahead of these storms, and we will be keeping up with these storms as they get closer to Florence. We can see that the winds are picking up out here. You can see the flag here pointed directly into the storm. This is a great representation of what's going on out there. The inflow winds, the strong winds blowing northerly, northwesterly up towards the storms, and the storms are coming in the background with the major convergence of wind shear. That's what's causing the storms, and that's what's causing them to spin up and produce tornadoes as well tonight. Tupelo, your storm got warned. We got a severe thunderstorm warning for areas just north of Tupelo. We did get a hail report out here, penny-sized hail. That's going to go on for, that's going to continue to fall around Boonville and up towards Iuka. Not Luca. It's Iuka, right? I always do that. But this is penny-sized hail that came out down here around Tupelo, so get ready for that to continue. Tupelo, you're not done. There's another line of storms coming. This thing back here that's pushing through Oxford, Mississippi right now is producing some significant winds. That's going to be coming through Tupelo here soon. All right? We still have storms all the way down past Houston, but they don't get real strong until you get into the middle of Louisiana. That's where we got a severe thunderstorm warning for Alexandria, okay? And this is coming down towards Jenna as well, where we do have a tower camera. I don't know if we'll be able to see anything from this distance, and it doesn't look like that tower camera is working anyways. The Alexandria camera is, but as these storms get closer, we'll be able to watch them come in. Let's go up, back up to the Indianapolis area. North of Indianapolis, we've got newer severe thunderstorm warnings coming out for Cass, Fulton, and Miami counties. So Logansport, Indiana, you guys are about to get hit hard by a tornado possible. Severe thunderstorm warning with 60-mile-per-hour winds. There's a little bit of rotation coming through Logansport right now, so you got to watch out. Get into that safe spot indoors and away from windows, of course. Kokomo, you guys are now under a severe thunderstorm warning as well. 60-mile-per-hour winds are going to be possible over the next 43 minutes. Nothing in Indianapolis yet except for a huge honkin' tornado watch, okay? Huge honkin' tornado watch continues for 5 hours here, And that's going to be a problem for us, as there's going to be multiple severe thunderstorm warnings and tornado warnings tonight over the next 5 hours. Evansville, Indiana, you guys are getting hit hard right now. One of our viewers is actually sharing their camera with us in the WeatherWise app. So this is what it looks like in Evansville currently. Once again, this is awesome. Thank you for literally sitting your phone in the windowsill and then getting the heck out of Dodge. This is what we're talking about. You got the heavy rain coming in. This is going to go on for a little while longer. You might get a big, strong gust here soon, so it's good to stay away from the windows. Thanks for sharing that with us from Evansville. Now that's coming into Newburgh. Now, once again, Evansville, you're not under a severe thunderstorm warning. This is below severe limits. So it looks like as it comes into Owensboro, it will also maybe continue to be under severe limits. We have a special weather statement in effect, which is what I call a TMU, severe thunderstorm warning, but it still should be respected, and we got to get away from those windows and all that good stuff, okay? Let's go down to Benton County, Mississippi, where we are about to lose our severe thunderstorm warning for Holly Springs. Now our main focus is going to be New Albany and Ripley. You guys are about to get round 2 right here in a second, okay? So that's pretty much what's going on. Our main focus is obviously going to continue to be this tornado warning. We've got one tornado warning right now, and that's the current situation. 22 severe, 1 tornado. Weather intensity score of a 187 currently. Okay, I got a suggested camera here. I think the Hardin County one's already in the, it's already in there. Let's see here. Yeah, I think we might have actually lost one of these cameras too. But look at the Stewart County EMA down there. So we're going to continue to watch these storms as they get closer to Florence, Alabama. And they are getting awfully daggone close. Oh, wow. Sorry, bear with me, guys. All right, so we're going to continue to watch those. And that's what we'll do. The next warning that we're really going to hyper-focus on is going to be Perry and Wayne County. If we see another tornado warning, it's going to come from this. Right now, there's not a tornado warning from Waynesboro, but there could be soon. Let's go down here to Itawamba County in Mississippi. We still have a tornado possible, severe thunderstorm warning for areas north of Tupelo. There is broad rotation down here moving up towards Marietta and Tishomingo. So you guys need to be getting ready to take shelter if that warning comes through. I also just want to show you this camera in Florence, Alabama. Yeah, the distant lightning is pretty cool, but look at how fast the clouds are moving. I mean, this is incredible. We've got very, very strong low-level winds here at the 850 millibar level. And this is just absolutely going to be cranking up against the storm as it comes in, perpendicular. And that motion is what's going to lead to potential spin-up tornadoes as they get closer to the Florence, Alabama area. So you guys got to be watching out big time. Let's check in with Brad Arnold. He's behind the storms back here. And let's answer Y'allbot. Y'allbot? I think Y'allbot's feeling a little sick today.
Hey Ryan, a lot of people in chat are asking for a quick radar sweep of Kentucky and Indiana. They're wondering about the threat level and timing. Another big question, where's the best place to shelter if you're in a third floor apartment?
Thank you, Y'allbot. Okay, there's Y'allbot. Kentucky and Indiana, here you go. Here's your radar sweep. We've got severe storms west of Indianapolis. Those are coming in. They're now moving up towards Fort Wayne as well. Strong winds are moving into Logansport and Kokomo right now. Indianapolis, we got an hour or so to go. Same thing for Bloomington. Louisville, maybe over an hour before we get our winds over here. Yeah, we're going to be watching this area really for the entirety of the next 4.5 hours. That's why we've got a tornado watch out here for every single one of you in the flashing polygon there. And if you're on a third floor apartment and you are under a tornado warning today, or even a severe thunderstorm warning, what you want to do is get into the most interior room you can. Now, ideally, if you can get to the bottom floor, go down there, son. Take the, especially if you got the lead time, if it's not storming yet and you take the elevator all the way down, there's probably a designated storm shelter in your building. There should be anyways. If there's not, let me know. We'll figure that one out. But we'll figure out like if there's a nearby shelter near you. In Tennessee and Kentucky, this is one of the places where there's actually a lot of designated public shelters. So, but if let's say that you can't get down to the bottom, there's no shelter near you, just get into the most interior room, interior bathrooms, whichever one has the least amount of glass. All right, we did get a new severe thunderstorm warning for Evansville. All right, so they didn't have a severe thunderstorm warning for Evansville, but now that the storm has passed Evansville, they're like, you know what? This is a tornado possible, considerable damage threat, severe thunderstorm. So this is now going to be in effect for Gibson, Pike, and Spencer counties. So this is no longer below severe limits. This is actually quite a bit above severe limits as it comes into Owensboro. Owensboro, you guys need to be getting ready. Our friends in Evansville said it's storming hard. Somebody said it be storming hard. You know it's rough. Windy, it sounds like some hail with the rain. Should I be in my safe spot? Yes, you should be inside with the walls between you and the outside world. You don't have to get into the bunker because you don't have a tornado warning, but if you have a bunker, you might as well get there anyways because they do have that tornado possible tag on that severe thunderstorm warning. So Evansville, the storm's moving out of your area now, and it's moving into Owensboro. All right, bear with me here. I'm going to refresh my program. You guys are plumb near breaking it. I'm not complaining. Thank you for participating. It's actually extremely valuable. It makes the broadcast much better when you guys are playing along and you're checking in on the WeatherWise app and stuff. Okay, by the way, current situation, no tornado warnings. This is the first time for the whole night, I believe, in a while, that we've got no tornado warnings active. 29 severe thunderstorm warnings, though. We do have a traffic camera down here in Evansville. I don't know if it's going to load for me, but I'm getting drawn to it here. Somebody says the sirens just started here. Okay, they might be sounding off the sirens for the considerable severe thunderstorm warning. Somebody says it's not too bad yet. Yep, the storm ain't there yet. If you're following along in the WeatherWise app, you'll want to keep an eye on this line of storms, this darker red area, the yellows and the purples. This is where all the wind is, and all the heavy rain, and potentially some hail too. We actually got some wind damage or a wind report from Evansville. This is why they upgraded that warning, I believe. We got an official a 64 mile per hour wind gust in Evansville. This is strong enough to break small branches. Shingles can peel off roofs. Unanchored objects can become airborne projectiles. We're talking about flying trampolines out here coming out of Evansville, coming towards Owensboro. Get ready for it. We got a new severe thunderstorm warning, by the way, for Hopkinsville. Your round 2 is coming in right now. You thought round 1 was wild? Wait for this. The round 2 is going to be even more intense, I think, with the winds and the lightning. The lightning is just incredible out here. On its approach to Hopkinsville, we've got 60 mile per hour winds coming in, and literally so much lightning it's not even funny. Let's see if this Tempest weather station
kitchen, and now they're all up my butt. Like, where are we going to the bathtub? There's probably a dog in there. I haven't checked yet.
Ain't having to deal with Sullivan.
Yeah, I have. Nanny, I'm shaking. Nanny, I'm shaking. I'm so scared. I was like, have I ever lied to you? You're fine. They went down to the basement as soon as the sirens. I mean, that's good practice to get down in the basement as soon as the sirens go off. I put it on standby just in case. And asked if anybody has any. I'm getting messages from Ellen, not Stanley, but Bass. We're listening. Bucky's listening. Bucky's like, I'm on my porch. I got the little radio listening to you talk and everybody talking to you just to keep track. But Mom's in there on the chair, says she ain't going no damn where. I don't know, but they've had one. Remember, Dusty has one. Or had one.
I knew Howard loaned them one. I didn't know that they still had it.
He has one, but he was listening to the net. Jay couldn't get in, but finally he moved the antenna enough that he could hear.
Jay sucks. No.
He's a, yeah, that,
Flip-flop was coming apart.
he's the EMA, isn't he?
Ugh.
Okay, why is there a crown on the tower?
Sofa King. It's this fucking Easy Biz garbage.
Yeah, but it does look like Sofa King.
Thanks for the ride.
Okay.
Thanks, bud. So what's the deal?
Get going. You don't have time for breakfast.
Are you working or what?
Yeah, I'll be at the station all day, so you're gonna have to hitch a ride home. You got
All right.
practice today?
After that, man, we're on double time. Triple.
You should be ashamed of yourself. You think they take it down?
Oh, come on, bud. You lost a football game once yourself.
What? I don't remember.
I do.
I think you're lying.
Yeah.
I never know when to believe your mouth.
Likewise. Later, bud.
See you, Jed. Such dear history?
Yeah, some of it.
Now, the great hunt would always begin with the army spread out in a semicircle, I would say about the size of Rhode Island. Then they would ride forward, driving everything before them. Beast, men, even bugs. Now, the ends would kind of close in to form a shrinking circle. And everything within that circle panicked to get out. So when the Mongols could see each other, they had worked themselves up into a pretty good frenzy. Now, when this killing started, it lasted for days, weeks, even months. And it went on until the young son of the Khan asked his father, that the last creature alive, be allowed to go free. Well now, my friend. Well now.
Oh, check it out.
All right.
Look pretty cool, though, man.
I would say they were way off course. This is very unusual.
You do something, Mr. Teasdale.
What's going on here, my friend?
Over to you!